that the hateful language they hear from public figures on TV does not represent the true spirit of this country. How we explain that when someone is cruel or acts like a bully, you don't stoop to their level. No, our motto is, when they go low, we go high.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Taco Talk Tuesday. How you guys feeling?
Good.
Great. All right, here we go. Another week. How you guys? How was the weekend?
Fabulous.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm sorry. Go ahead and introduce yourselves first. Let's start there. Take a week off and see how
You don't know me, but my weekend was fine.
What's up? This boy Daryl Blaylock.
Hey y'all, it's Tamika.
Hey, what's up? It's Lodrick.
All right, now, how were you guys' weekends? What did y'all do? Anything exciting? Anything interesting?
Absolutely nothing. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's always good. On Friday, I hung out with some ex-coworkers, caught up on some gossip. On Saturday, I did absolutely nothing. And then on Sunday, I went to church, and I went to brunch, and I went to dinner.
You go to place good for brunch?
Actually, I did. I went to Pips for the first time, Pips on La Brea, which was really, really nice. Live jazz, good food, can't complain.
Oh, new restaurants. How about you, Lodrick? How was the weekend?
I had my first drink in a month. It was like the best thing since slicing bread, I swear.
How fast you get drunk?
Like after one drink. Nah, I got my tonsils removed and it was crazy. So I was in bed for like a month and no drinking, any of that
Is
stuff.
that the
15
recovery
pounds
time?
lighter.
Oh.
For me it was, yeah, because I had to have like 2 surgeries. It was crazy. Anyway, yeah. So I had my first drink in a month. It was like gold. Yeah. Yeah, it was like gold. It tastes so good.
Dope. I spent my weekend in Las Vegas, so gambled a little bit. I didn't lose any money. I actually broke even because I was playing roulette. So while I was betting on numbers, I was still betting only on black. I won 4 times in a row on black, but I lost all my numbers, so it kept me even. So I left with what I started with, so that was cool.
Bet on black.
Other than the heat, it was a good time, with some friends. Chilling, made it back in one piece.
That's what's up.
That's and it was hot.
It was 115 every day.
Every day.
All right, y'all. So grab your shot glasses. The way we start things off here. Cheers.
Cheers.
All the way down.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was sweet, actually.
It
Is that
was.
rum?
Hmm?
Is that rum?
Yeah, I think so.
It was sweet. A little warm though.
All right, y'all. So let's get started right into hot topics, you guys. So we weren't here last week to talk about things with the Republican National Convention. Regardless of which side of the party you on, I think it's important to watch both just to be informed. You know what they're talking about. Some of the things were, of course, the biggest thing actually was Melania Trump. She, plagiarizing her speech partly from Michelle Obama's.
Tisk.
Right, Donald Trump and his VP choice, Mike Pence. Is it Mike Pence?
Yeah.
They also spoke. Donald's officially the Republican nominee for president.
Wow.
Right. Was there anything from the RNC that you guys saw that you want to comment on?
Only a couple of things. Main thing I saw was, of course, Melania Trump. I'm minding my own business. I'm not. I'm very political now. I do my research. I love to read. I stay informed. But I was listening to the speech, right? And I'm like, oh, this is some good. This is some real good shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it didn't dawn on me to think about I've heard this before.
But I think in speeches, you hear so many. You have to know your shit to know. Wait a minute, these are Michelle Obama's exact words.
But how ballsy is that? I mean,
very ballsy.
that is so
I think somebody tried to sabotage that girl because this is the thing. We're not
Clearly.
in that world, but
Right.
they're in that world. And there are people who are astute enough to be able to just recognize off top, speechwriters, they know speeches.
Yeah.
You gonna know this.
I don't think it was a coincidence.
It's
I don't
very-
think
Hell
that
no.
was a
It's very
coincidence.
scandal-like, isn't it?
Yes. I'm sorry, Elijah. Go ahead.
No, I just don't think anybody's team is that stupid enough. Well, I do think there are people, but I don't think Donald Trump's team is that stupid enough. I think it's all like he's where he's supposed to be. It's a joke that he's there, but like he sees an inroad, and I think it's all strategic.
So do you think maybe it's kind of
she had her own hashtag? Like what was the hashtag on Twitter? Twitter went in
famous Melania
shit Melania
quotes
Trump.
or something like
I
that.
thought
Trump
Jason
said.
Williams started that.
And
Jesse Williams, yeah, he started.
everybody joined in on it. Like, so people are talking about it now. She's trending. You know what
I
I
think
mean?
again it's partly Donald Trump's. From the beginning, he said I'm a rough president,
Yeah.
not thinking people take him serious. He kept
Right.
winning, and now he's in there. He's like, I can say what the fuck I want to say,
Absolutely.
and y'all idiots still gonna cheer for me.
Yeah.
So this time, as
That's
opposed to the words coming out of his mouth, he had them come out of his wife's mouth, and people were still cheering for him.
Crazy thing of
There was no passion behind what she was saying, though. You look at
Yeah,
Michelle Obama's. And
She
it's
was
like,
nervous, more nervous than the whole
He was so
church.
nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the language barrier or what, but
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. I heard. Well, somebody had a hashtag after Michelle Obama's speech, and they said, "I guess Melania Trump's speech for 2020 is gonna be dope as hell." Michelle brung it in this speech.
well, we won't get to that. We'll get to
Okay,
the DNC. We got to
Yeah.
finish up the RNC first.
Okay.
All right.
It was funny though. The Twitter, the I don't know, I forget what the hashtag was. It was like shit Melania Trump said. One of them was like stripping business started back in Africa. Melania Trump.
My favorite, I think, was what he said. Still I rise.
Yeah.
Melania Trump.
Wow.
It was so
But
many.
the one thing I do want to talk about is how there's a different standard, because if there had been Michelle back in 2008, come on.
They
If
would have
there had
raped
been
him.
Michelle back then,
Yeah.
it would have been Barack would not be in that White House.
No.
It would have been, all black people are inherently thieves
Yes.
because she done stole some words from Eleanor Roosevelt.
Absolutely.
Like, it would have been a complete
Well,
shit show.
Yeah.
What I don't get is that people don't understand like the severity of her speech, like the time period, because that was right fresh after Jeremiah Wright.
Yeah.
Then Obama was there, he was
That's
losing
true.
points, and then he had to come out and did a different speech. He had, I can't remember where it was at, but I remember the speech he had, like a rebuttal, almost in rebuttal to what had happened.
Right.
And then it was going straight into DMC.
Right.
So then Michelle came out of nowhere and
Yeah.
saved the presidency.
She really did.
That's true.
You know what
That
I'm
is
saying?
true.
So
It was an important one.
right, but
That's why I don't think it's a coincidence.
That-
Like,
see, but
that
that's the
specific
point,
one.
like-
Yeah. But the thing about her trending, people are trending her as first lady now. So I feel like there's like this.
Melania?
Yeah, there's this mental trick going on where it's like I'm talking about her, but I'm talking about her in a negative way
Yeah.
as the next
Yeah.
first lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's just sad
Yeah.
to think that she potentially could be our first lady. But all right, so
The saddest
Yeah.
thing is that her husband could be president.
exactly. All right, so
Yeah.
bringing it currently. So this week is the Democratic National Convention in
God.
Philadelphia. So today is day 2. So far, we have seen Donna Brazile, we've seen Bernie Sanders, we've seen President Clinton tonight, First Lady Michelle Obama. We also had the mothers of the movement. They came to speak. Performance from Alicia Keys, Paul Simon. DNC,
all that.
as I saw it on Twitter, the Soul Train Awards are off to a very, very interesting start. But so let's take it back to Monday night. You have Bernie Sanders get up and speak, which was a big moment because we know for the longest Bernie Sanders, he was holding on,
Yeah.
trying to stay in this race. He was trying, but he finally succeeded and endorsed Senator Hillary Clinton. We got a small part from his speech. We'll take a listen and come back and talk about this.
That this election is important. If you think you can sit it out, take a moment to think about the Supreme Court justices that Donald Trump would nominate. And what that would mean to civil liberties, equal rights, and the future of our country. It is no secret that Hillary Clinton and I disagree on a number of issues. That is what this campaign has been about. That is what democracy is about. I served with her in the United States Senate and know her as a fierce advocate for the rights of children, for women, and for the disabled. Hillary Clinton will make an outstanding president, and I am proud to stand with her tonight. Thank you all very
All right, Bernie. Bernie, you had a really good speech. However, I don't know if Bernie was the happiest person up there. So over the weekend, all these emails came out from the DNC that pretty much saying the party the whole time has been against Bernie Sanders and trying to find different ways
Sabotage.
to sabotage him so
Right.
that Hillary would be the nominee, from talking about his religion to just different policy and things like that. So
I think it says more a lot about who he is. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of integrity, a lot of character to really just get up there and speak in front of your party. These are your
Right.
constituents. And sit there and play ball, pretty much. He swallowed his pride and did what's best for the party. So, I mean,
I would
kudos
agree
to
with
him.
that. Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, I think it's hard for anyone to say, you know, we disagree on so many things,
Right.
but we're a part of the same party. That's what democracy about. I agree with that.
it is. I mean, the DNC chairperson, Debbie Schultz, she resigned.
Yeah.
Currently, I believe Donald Brazil is sitting in as the chairman.
That's why they see it on TV.
Right. But I don't know, with Bernie, because for so long I was just like, he's just being so damn stubborn. So
Yeah.
that's showing his character right there.
Yeah.
Now it does take a bigger person to get up there when your friends been talking shit about you, and you got to go to their party and save face, which is pretty
That's
much
pretty much what happened.
what
Yeah.
he did.
That's pretty much what happened.
But
And that's life.
it's
if
life.
that's your friend, that's your friend.
In
And
his
it's politics.
speech, in his
Yeah.
speech though, it's
And it's
because the biggest thing right now is these people that are the Bernie or bust folks. The folks that want Bernie, well, don't want Hillary.
Did you see what Sarah Silverman said?
Yeah, so Sarah Silverman, she spoke last night, and she pretty much told them they need to get on board with Hillary, because what it comes down to is you don't want to vote for Hillary, so you're not going to vote,
That's
which is a
something
vote
else.
for
Vote for
Donald
Trump.
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 Everybody doesn't
Absolutely.
understand that.
And I don't think
Strange.
right,
How
and
people
it's
don't
like
understand that.
don't hate her more than you would be willing to
That
let
you
him.
really would-
Right.
are gonna be in
You-
trouble with Donald.
I fuck.
Go ahead.
I fucks with Bernie. I do. I fucks with Bernie. I love Bernie Sanders. I respect Bernie Sanders. I was about to say Bernie Madoff. I don't know why. Bernie Sanders. I know, right? Taking it way back. No, I think the thing that I like the most about Bernie is he keeps it 100. He keeps it 100, and he's a great communicator in terms
The
of
way he be yelling.
he communicates in a universal way. Like, everybody understands what he's saying. There's never a point where you're like, what does he mean by this? You know exactly what he means.
Yeah.
I don't think he backtracks on anything.
No.
He was straight up like, listen,
Yeah.
we ain't agree with a lot of shit. We met up, we came to some terms with some stuff, we did this, blah, blah, blah. That's why I'm here today. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
But
you
you know,
can
I
understand
kinda-
that. You can respect
For
that.
some
I
reason,
can
a
respect
small
that.
part
Yeah.
of that kind of bothered me, him saying so much about the things they disagreed upon.
I was about to put out an open like we.
But why?
Yeah,
But
because
why?
I mean, you're at this point you are endorsing her.
Right.
At this point, you know the situation of your fans saying, "I'm not voting for her. I'm not voting for her." And Bernie has said we need the Democratic Party in the White House.
Right.
So you need to get everyone that supports you on board with your party.
I feel like he
And-
did, though. I feel like, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I feel like he said the things that they disagreed on, but at the close to the end, well, somewhere in the middle or whatever, he said something in regard to, they sat down and they talked and they came to a compromise about a few things, which I think made it more understandable why he's standing there today, as opposed to, yeah, I'm supposed to do this, I'm sitting here today, so now I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and asking y'all to come over. Like, he gave legitimate reasons as to why.
Well, my thing is that you understand the climate. Like you just had the big scandal the night before opening. It was complete chaos from what they said. And then you
They did not give a shit about
Right.
Bernie in the emails. 20,000 emails.
I know.
That's a whole lot of shit talking.
That's a lot of shit.
That's a lot of
talking.
shit talking. But at the end of the day, even like he didn't even start mentioning. He didn't mention Hillary to like minute 7 or 8. Like so, he pretty much let me get this off my chest. I'm gonna say
I'm
gonna
still
say what I want to
pissed.
say.
Right, I'm still mad as shit.
Then I'm gonna get to the Hillary. I'm gonna let you
He
finish.
was.
I'm gonna let you
I'm gonna let
finish.
you-
But
But
Yeah.
let me just
He
say
was.
this right quick.
And if he was a little salty, I don't blame him. Because,
you gotta remember this is for presidency. I mean, it's probably a lifelong dream. So.
people ain't learned their lesson from inter-office unprofessional emails yet. Like,
No,
Dude,
really.
Can we
You
meet
would have
for
thought they
meet
would have
for
learned
coffee?
from the Sony hack.
Yeah, it's
text
true.
that shit across the office. Like,
You know what I'm saying? Go, let me holler at you right quick, player.
Yeah.
They're showing the
You wanna take a
post-it and
smoke
throw it in
break?
the trash when you're done.
Yeah.
Right. Come on,
Right.
bro.
It's like those Twitter posts and deletes that people have rants on.
The
Yeah.
WikiLeaks,
And then-
WikiLeaks be. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
They need self-destruct message. Like, this message was self-destruct. And like,
No, they need those don't drink, and text.
Don't drink that.
and tweet or email or
Yeah, I mean,
take a breath.
Yeah, I
WikiLeaks
agree.
is quick to expose anybody. So I mean,
It is.
it's so easy for them. So
Well, in the first day of what was probably was the highlight of the evening, the biggest speech of the evening.
Speech of the year.
First Lady Michelle Obama, she came out and for 14 minutes and some odd seconds, she addressed the Democratic National Convention.
is that what we're gonna call it?
Yeah.
That's all she did was address.
She delivered.
Okay.
That's good.
The Democratic National Convention. You know,
Delivered.
she parted the sea for them to get across.
Come on, bro.
We're gonna give y'all a small piece of her speech and come back and talk about it.
The story that has brought me to this stage tonight, the story of generations of people who felt the lash of bondage, the shame of servitude, the sting of segregation, but who kept on striving and hoping and doing what needed to be done so that today I wake up every morning in a house that was built by slaves. And I watch my daughters, two beautiful, intelligent black young women, playing with their dogs on the White House lawn. And because of Hillary Clinton, my daughters and all our sons and daughters now take for granted that a woman can be president of the United States.
Awesome.
Michelle, you better say that.
You better say that.
Heaven sent.
Listen, Michelle, you see how she got choked up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen this speech now, even watching this clip, this is my 6th time seeing this speech. And every time, it's like goosebumps.
Yeah, the goosebumps.
Yeah.
She is just, First Lady.
Yeah, I'll get to that.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I don't know, what do you guys think?
This whole speech. I mean, it's so eloquent, but it's something about, you know how some people can say, everybody can say the same thing, but it only resonates a certain kind of way when a certain person says it. She's one of them kind of people, and when she started touching on like she's living in a house that slaves built, I'm like, it's like.
Right.
This is what this country is all about. This is what this party stands for, and we just watched all this, all last week from the RNC and all this hatred and all this fear mongering, all this posturing, and acting like you're in unity. You're because you're interested in unity, but you're really not. And
No.
you saw a completely different tone, and she set the tone.
Yes.
And like I said, I had goosebumps when I watched it. Everything, just like you, I get goosebumps every time I watch it. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, is she 2020? Is she,
Right.
Is she?
Listen,
Y'all
Michelle
think
ready.
Hillary?
Michelle said, "Hell no, I ain't ready. I ain't trying to get back in this house."
I thought
Michelle
that
ready to
too.
go.
So it also is reminiscent of the woman that went there when she was like 90 something or 90s, and she said, "I never thought I'd see this day."
Yeah.
Oh
See
yes,
that?
yes, the old lady.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Oh my
was
God.
so amazing, and just to hear her saying that too. But the woman is 90s, and she's like, "I never thought I'd see this day," and then I'm here too. She said, "Look at God."
It's so funny. Guys. This is so stupid. But the part where Michelle's talking about her daughters had to go play out on the White House on the front lawn.
With their dog.
I don't know why it made
I already know.
It made me think about y'all remember Sister Act 2 when she's trying to get me to say Mary had a little lamb. It's like, well, maybe Mary didn't have a little lamb. Maybe Mary had a little dog named Bart. I don't know why this made me think about that, but that speech it was really, really
I thought about just niggas in the White House. Like,
nigga, yeah.
that's why niggas in Paris. I'm like, niggas in the White House.
And even in the beginning, when she said, which we played in the opener, how they teach their children when they go low, we go high.
Yeah.
I appreciate the evolution of of the Obamas in general. Like
Yeah.
you think about when they first started the first term.
Yeah.
Then the second term, they got a little bit more brash
Boy,
after.
yeah.
Now it's just like, listen,
Yeah,
this thing was built by slaves. My little black girls run.
Right.
She's sitting in the passenger side while Missy Elliott in the
Yeah.
back
Yes,
rapping.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, they definitely going
I
out
love
with
it.
a
It's just
bang.
like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is who we are. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, we ain't got to
Yeah.
gloss nothing over anymore.
We have
Yeah.
not
There's no-
forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's still
And-
cool. It's still classy.
Yeah.
It's still like something to admire. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Most definitely. You can tell that freedom. Like they like we out this bitch. So.
We out.
Yeah,
We
out.
I
out.
can't wait.
Will
Bro.
I-
Will I ride on the
Wait.
passenger side with Missy in the back? Hell
Right.
yeah. You know, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, and
I want Melania to take that speech.
sorry, see how she remixed
My
that.
little black, beautiful daughters.
I wish Melania would talk about living in a house built by slaves.
I wish.
Come
I
on
wish
now.
she would.
And
But
then
I wouldn't put him past her, though.
Wouldn't put it past her. The third, so Elizabeth Warren, she spoke at the DNC.
Yeah.
Now, she was there, to endorse Hillary, even though she hasn't always been, a fan of Hillary. That's very public. Everyone knows that. However, coming up after Michelle Obama,
Yeah, it's tough.
that's a hard act to follow.
Yeah.
And they set Elizabeth up for failure. I mean, I think she did a pretty decent speech, but she didn't get the same reception as Michelle. But we have some of her speech as well. We'll play it and come back and talk about it.
We believe we must get big money out of politics and root out corruption. Hillary will fight to overturn Citizens United and return this government to the people. If you believe that America must work for all of us, not just for the rich and powerful, if you believe we must reject the politics of fear and division, if you believe that we are stronger together, then let's work our hearts out to make Hillary Clinton the next president of the United States. Thank you.
The librarian up there to tell you got to stay in school when the principal said it's time to go home.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so Elizabeth, her speech spoke volumes about anger articulated through racism that's being expressed by many of Trump's supporters. She says racial hatred was part of keeping the powerful on top.
I think that normally on the campaign trail she's a whole lot more fiery. She's really the tech dog for Hillary going against Donald Trump. But I think we watched the whole RNC where there wasn't no one was talking about policy. Nobody was talking about what they were going to do, what's the plan. And I think there was this opportunity in choosing Elizabeth Warren because she is about them facts and them policies and about those numbers. I think she just took the opportunity okay, this is what we're about. This is our platform, and this is come join us. We are the party for you. So I didn't think it was her place to be. I think Cory Booker,
Yeah.
he was super excited, and then you had Michelle Obama. Well, she should have been last, if you ask me.
Yes. Well,
I think she just should close it out.
I think she kept people tuned in.
yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
Because
I
after
agree.
that,
It would
you
have been
kinda
great if she was last.
Wait
But
to see what's happening.
it would have been great if she was
'cause
last. But somebody got to keep you watching too.
Yeah, but nobody expected Cory Booker to be as,
Yeah,
you
right.
know what I'm saying? I mean, he had a good speech. I mean, watch out.
Yeah.
'Cause he might be
But you know what?
2020 in this
A
thing.
notable mention for me in speeches this week or Monday at DNC was Eva Longoria. Did you see her when she came out?
I did.
So Eva Longoria, she came out, and one of the things she said, she is ninth generation Mexican. So she's been here. Ninth generation. She said, my family ain't never raped nobody. My father, he was a hard worker. My mother was a special ed teacher. And these are the people that Donald Trump is talking about building a wall of and keeping out of this country.
And
Wait a minute. Ninth generation?
Ninth generation.
She talking about
Yeah.
them. She talking about the ones that's working at the Food for Less.
you start throwing out those stereotypes.
I'm just saying. Look, no, I'm just saying. They ain't immigrants. They've been here.
She's been here. And then Texas used to be part of Mexico. So
Those stereotypes that he throws out and whatever, they that's like so inaccurate. Because when I think of Mexicans that migrate to America, I think there's some of the. If I'm gonna stereotype, I feel like I've witnessed them being some of the hardest working people in America.
they come here for a better life, for freedom. I mean, okay, everybody that's been here in America isn't a quote unquote good person. You have white people going around shooting up movie theaters, but we ain't saying all white people are X, Y, and Z. But you're gonna say black people, Mexicans, Asians are, thieves, rapists, murderers, whatever. Just inherently, that's what we are.
Because that's what our judicial system set up to
Y'all
hold.
kidnapped the Native Americans
I mean,
and
you
took them hostage.
You literally can't say the only real psycho things that happen.
Yeah.
don't happen by other people.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he wants to build a wall and make America great. What does that even mean? Make America
glad
great
you brought
again?
that
Like,
You know what it means.
break down that
You know what
slogan
it
for like make America great. What do you?
I think it's a great. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go.
I think it's a great slogan for hate mongering and what he's doing.
Yes.
I think it's a subliminal message. I could easily say, I want to rebuild it and take back these infrastructures and all that. But to specific ignorant people,
Yeah.
it's like a subliminal
resonates.
message
Yes.
that goes out and it like
Absolutely.
you know.
I don't get, but what I said makes America great again. Then Michelle, what's Michelle say? Like,
Oh, she said, I'm gonna paraphrase it, but we don't need to make America great again because America's already
already
great.
great. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something along those lines.
like we may not be. I mean, this might not be our glory years, but we still. I mean, there's people still killing their mama, jumping over damn llamas and Ryan. But, you know what I'm saying? You know, just to get over here.
Right.
I don't feel like America's great right now. I don't. Like I
I don't
disagree.
know.
I don't feel
Tell
like
me when it
America's
was.
great.
Remind me.
And I don't feel like America's not great because of Obama or this
Well-
administration. I feel like America's not great right now because of what's going on in politics and what's been going on for the past I don't know how many years. I don't feel like America's
I
great.
think with Trump,
But what-
with,
But I get
what
I
she's
don't
coming
know
from.
because I didn't come up with the slogan, but I think
Yeah.
in Trump's sense of make America great again,
Yeah,
I
I
think he's
know.
speaking of maybe a financial
Of
aspect.
course.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
because that's what he knows. That's what he does. He's business.
Right.
Even though he done had more bankruptcies than
Anybody.
but that's his thing. He doesn't have any policy in place.
Yeah.
Like, I don't trust Trump with, like, Michelle, again, back to Michelle. She said, when you got the nuclear weapons and the military at your fingertips, you can't make rash decisions.
No.
That's
And
right.
people are voting for him
You
because
cannot.
go ahead. Sorry, because I keep cutting you off. People are voting for him because they're like, we don't want to see politics as usual. But like, there's foreign policy and all these other things that you got to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Right. But Trump, that dude up there saying, I got a plan. I
got a plan.
Can you share it?
I ain't gonna tell nobody. But
And that's,
I got
and that's
a
funny.
plan.
He said that he actually tweeted out that, you know, people, they're saying, I don't know what I'm going to do with ISIS. He's like, I got a plan. I just haven't told nobody. That's how
I
it
mean,
should
at
be.
what point are you
Trump,
gonna tell them?
come on.
You think I'm gonna vote for
I'm
you?
gonna vote for you
It's
and I don't know the plan?
It's like that. You sit there telling me you got a brand new 2016 Honda Accord out there, but I gotta give you $11,000 for it right now, and it's yours. I'm gonna give it to you right now, but I only see the damn car.
I'm gonna do that on the next question, on the next thing. You'll be like, what you think, Logic? I got an answer,
I
but
got
I ain't
an
gonna
answer.
tell you.
All right, y'all. And you know, another. Okay, so yeah, the DNC tonight also. Michelle Obama, she took the cake on Monday night, but today for me, it was the mothers of the movement. I don't know if you guys saw this, but these were mothers of African American men and women that have been killed. Sandra Bland's mom there, Tamir Rice, Trayvon Martin. All these women were on stage endorsing Hillary Clinton, and Sandra Bland. This was a year from when she had to bury Sandra Bland.
Wow.
So she got up there and spoke, and her speech was just. I have a clip of that, so we'll play that, and we'll come back and talk about it.
I am here with Hillary Clinton tonight. Woo, woo, woo. Because she is a leader and a mother who will say our children's names. She knows that when a young black life is cut short, it's not just a loss. It's a personal loss. It's a national loss. It's a loss that diminishes all of us. What a blessing tonight to be standing here so that Sandy can still speak through her mama.
Everybody stood up. Everybody. So just really quick, mothers of the movement. The members are Sabrina Fulton, who's the mother of Trayvon Martin, Leslie McSpadden, the mother of Michael Brown, Gwen Carr, the mother of Eric Garner, Geneva Reed Bade, I think I said that right, sorry if I mispronounced that, mother of Sandra Bland, Lucia McBath, mother of Jordan Davis, Maria Hamilton, mother of Dontre Hamilton, and Cleopatra Cowley, who's the mother of Hadia Pendleton. And all these women have rallied behind Hillary Clinton because they say that she is not afraid to say Black Lives Matter, and she will say the names of these black men and women that have been killed.
Huh.
So did they? I didn't see that. Did they all make speeches?
They
too?
all, they did speak. I just picked. I couldn't show everybody.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
I wish, So
I bet your RNC would have never invited them.
No.
oh no, listen,
Not at all.
We still talking about Blue Lives Matter.
I think it's important. I do. I think it's important that the DNC puts it on air so that the nation can see and understand what's going on. You know what I mean? So they can identify with something. I wish Hillary would have. No, I don't want to say that. No, I'm glad Hillary's standing by that. And no matter how long it took her to say it and for it to come out of her mouth, but like, I'm glad.
She got there.
Well, she
She
said
got
something.
that.
Michael Jordan just now saying something.
It's true. She's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Michael Jordan tomorrow.
We're gonna get to Michael.
That fan's just waiting.
What I'm doing is I'm sitting here looking at Donald Trump's Twitter
Yeah.
from things that he was saying during the convention tonight, and he's just like, it's just so ignorant. He's like, I hate to say it, but the Republican convention was far more interesting with a much more beautiful set than the Democratic convention.
Wow.
That's who he is. That's
No
that's
matter
the
what,
thing that he
and
does.
She just
Bill
throw shade for no reason.
What?
Bill Clinton, he just spoke, and he spoke a few hours ago at this point, but no matter what Bill Clinton says, and no matter how well he says it, the phony media will exclaim it to be incredible, highly overrated. For the record, I have zero investments in Russia. That comes from, because they blamed Russia for the email leak,
Right.
and Donald Trump is said to have ties in Russia.
I wonder if he's sending this out, or he has a team.
That's what I
just
wonder.
savvy enough to be like,
is.
it's 2016.
Like,
I need a
how
social. I need a Twitter team. I
You
need a
do.
Facebook thing. I need
But
all
you
of
do.
this.
Listen how childish is he?
I don't think he's-
Listen to this tweet. Bernie's exhausted. He just wants to shut down and go home to bed.
Wow.
How childish is his tweets?
I think there's a to the people
He's
that are
definitely.
voting for him.
I definitely don't think Donald is at home tweeting.
Sure,
I think he is.
I think that is.
I don't think so.
Donald
He
is
might
taking
say
one
it
in.
and somebody is doing it for him.
I think Donald is tweeting.
I don't see that.
I think he has somebody walking right next to him. Like,
Yeah.
what is he doing? Tweet that.
Uh-huh.
He looks like he's tired and ready to go home. He looks
Say
stupid.
that.
Say that.
Say that.
Just don't say stupid part. Yeah, say that.
No,
No, say the stupid part. Yeah,
Say the stupid part.
I said
No,
it.
I
Say
bet
it.
you got someone that's sitting there that's
Yeah.
just walking with him like a little troll and sitting there
That's what I
saying
think so.
and just being like, "Oh, get that one." Should I say it? Say
Yeah,
it.
say that.
How did it sound?
Right.
Right.
Oh, they're probably
I don't
typing
even think
those-
he asked how it sounds. Say that.
They're probably typing those inner office emails.
Right. Honestly,
Somebody hacked the inner office
I feel
emails
like
and
Donald
sent them
Trump
out.
keeps his iPhone really close, and he has the Twitter app right there, and he
Yeah.
is just typing up all kind of stupid shit.
Or
Only
he
thing
has a
is
voice
asking-
recognition.
The
If he has
only
a voice
thing-
recognition, then I'm with it.
The only thing that Donald Trump is asking is everything spelled correctly, and send it out. But those are his thoughts.
You know what's funny? I probably send a tweet out once a month because I feel like I don't have time to do all that. If he's got time to send out that many,
That's
fucking
what I'm
tweets,
saying. I don't
then
think
there's
that
an
he
issue.
doesn't. I think that he has somebody following him around.
And again, it goes to, you know what? These people are so stupid. I'm gonna say what I want to say, or have whoever say what I want to say, and they still gonna cheer for me.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what it is. Because his tweets are childish. His tweets are
he is.
petty.
Hold up. I'm sorry. Side note. Did y'all see the lady who was holding up the sign?
Oh yes, and they kept blocking her with the flag and everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I forgot what the sign said. The
Okay.
RNC.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I did see it.
There's a whole lot of foolishness going on.
So much. All right, you guys. So moving on, you guys brought it up. So Michael Jordan speaks out about police violence, then donates, then
Right.
donates $1 million to the police group. So
Oh, thank you, Mike.
He did $1 million to the NAACP and $1 million to the police department.
yes. So
How about-
Michael Jordan, he spoke about recent police killings. This was on Monday in a post for ESPN's Undefeated. His quote says, "I have been deeply troubled by the deaths of African Americans at the hands of law enforcement and angered by the cowardly and hateful targeting and killings of police officers. I agree with the families who have lost loved ones, as I know they're paying too well." So he then announced that he would donate $1 million to programs run by their International Association of Police Chiefs. That's a law enforcement advocacy group that, among other troubling positions, opposes the demilitarization of police departments and wants to continue the U.S. failed war on drugs and opposes rollbacks and civil assets forfeited. Now, in many ways, this is like funding two opposing sides because he also, like you said, funded the NAACP.
Right.
He donated $1 million to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund.
Right.
What you guys think about Mike? Still want to be like
But this
Mike?
is the thing, though, man. I mean, Mike, a few athletes, a few black people, period, even people in general, get to reach the heights Michael Jordan has, reached. And for years, he's from Chicago. He ain't from Chicago, but he's from North Carolina, but lived in Chicago for so long and has never done anything for the inner city youth there in Chicago. Not anything.
Well, any public thing.
Not even public thing, but not even. We're talking initiatives. We're talking about programs, things that he could do.
And there's plenty of shit that can be done in Chicago.
Thank you.
I don't
That's all
want
I'm
to say
saying.
that. Okay, so you know that for a fact?
I know that for a fact.
Well, I'm from Chicago.
My mama from Chicago, Southside Chicago.
Okay. I don't know that for a
But
fact.
even furthermore than that, this Negro donated $2 million, but we're going to talk about all the money he donated to the United States prison complex,
Mm-hmm.
all the damn prisons that's being built. Let's talk about that.
Right.
That, yeah.
So-
I didn't know about that, but
So
I
girl,
love Michael Jordan to death. I don't want to call him a coon, but I love him to death.
You
I want to
said
be
it.
like Mike all my life. I still think he's
That
the best
is so
basketball
funny.
player, but it's some coon up in there. It's some coon.
So my godson, when he was growing up, and my cousin and I were just discussing this on Sunday, is that it's so funny that he came out and said this on yesterday because I read an article about it yesterday because on Sunday we were just talking about him and how my godson used to walk around when he was a kid like I want to be like Mike. Everything
Yeah.
was Michael Jordan.
I had
Everything
every
was-
pair of Jordans.
and I was
growing up.
like, dude, like this dude does nothing for you.
Nothing.
Nothing.
we all walked
Not-
around.
Not a
Everybody,
damn
everybody wanted to
thing.
be like Mike.
Why?
I never
Again,
thought.
I
The
say.
funny thing about it is,
Greatest
I never
basketball
thought about
player.
any of that until just recently when he donated. It's funny how you think about all the crazy stuff when like partially good things happen. I guess you know what I mean. Like I never thought about MJ in that until he donated.
Right, but this is the thing. Why is it so major?
Yeah.
If he done this all the time, it wouldn't be nothing for them if he did it this time. But the fact that he never done anything and now he's doing something, that's why it's such a big deal now. Now he's
It's
speaking out.
huge.
It took two of his Jordan brand players, Chris Paul and Carmelo Anthony, to speak up about it at the ESPYs thing. Now he finally need to say something about it. Look,
Right.
then you got kids in these hoods getting
It's
killed,
true, it's true.
that's hustling, doing anything under the sun just to get a pair of Jordans.
buy your
I've been
shoes.
one of them kids.
Uh-huh.
Now, look, I'm all for Jordan
I mean,
and
but
success. I'm
not
all
to
for
say
that.
not to say that
This is
everything
true.
that he does
That's a
has
good
to be
point.
done, publicly,
It don't have
where
to
he
be.
gets the name
It don't have
Well,
to
recognition
but that's
for
what
it.
I was, because that's why I'm saying I don't know for myself
Right.
that he has not done anything.
But
But I do know it has not been public.
It just seems like all of a sudden he's doing this big public, money. After, like you just said, all of these other players have done this. I mean, Kevin Durant, he has. If you build it, they will. If you build it, they will ball. Where proceeds, because he is endorsed by Sparkling Ice. Proceeds from that goes to building basketball courts in neighborhoods that
Inner
are less
city,
fortunate. So
That's
I think
the
it's
thing.
awesome.
You think about LeBron. LeBron is one of the 6 most charitable athletes of all time. Has given away damn near over $50-60 million. We ain't talking about, he's sending kids to college left and right.
Yeah.
Now
Right.
again, I'm no one to tell nobody what to do with their money.
Right.
It's your prerogative. You do what you want to do. But I think, like Muhammad Ali says, when Jim Brown, that when you're a black athlete and you're the part of the talented 10%, like W.E.B. Du Bois talks about, it is upon your shoulders, it's on your responsibility to do something about it and lead.
That's the thing. I want to piggyback on that for a second because there was an era that we're missing right now of black leadership and ownership.
Yes.
And in the era that you talk about with Jim Brown and all these black athletes, they sacrificed their careers
Yes.
to stand
Muhammad
up for what they
Ali,
believed
yeah.
in. Yeah, they were shunned, outcast. Like
Yeah.
they sacrificed their careers for a cause
It's true.
to achieve
There's none of
for equality, for civil
people are
rights.
so worried about their
And-
celebrity now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jim
but
Brown could have easily been OJ if he wanted to be a coon.
Yeah, I agree. totally agree with you, brother. I
But he
totally
didn't want to
agree.
be that.
Right.
He
I
wanted to see his
totally-
people treated right.
Right.
Muhammad
Like-
Ali gave up 3 of his prime years because he was going to stand up to the damn United States
And was
government.
still
Yeah.
buried and recognized as one of the greatest athletes
Period.
in American
Yeah.
history.
And at that time, you got to think about it. Your mom and your daddy weren't lawyers and doctors. They were cleaning houses.
Yes.
And they were doing this, and they sacrificed to get you where you
you are.
were. So, like, not to be a part of something greater that's gonna.
That's
yeah.
all.
But I
I'm
think
saying,
what's,
that's all
I think
I'm
what's
saying.
missing
Yeah.
today though is that I think that parents are still working that hard, but they forget to tell the kids all the stuff that those parents, the
Right.
Jim Brown parents, or
But you
you
know
know,
what,
But we're
told
lost.
their
We're
kids.
lost.
But it's also
Like,
it goes
lost.
to schools, like they cut out so much in history classes and social studies and things like that the kids just aren't getting.
But they didn't have that.
I think-
I
but
mean, you
they
got to think
didn't-
about it.
but
They
you know
didn't have that.
We don't have anybody in your face like that. Like when we were growing up, we had Jesse Jackson. You know, I mean, Martin Luther King came along, but like we were.
But now,
Well, I mean, but now,
you guys
you know,
discussed it in
now
the
we
house
were-
too, though,
now,
right? We discussed
though-
it in the house.
Say again? We discussed
We
it.
discussed
Like
it in the
for
house.
Black History Month, I would bring the Stevie Wonder "Happy Birthday to You" record like every year for Black History Month. You know what
That's
I mean?
crazy.
I mean, but now it is
Muhammad
kind of, you know,
Ali
it's
t-shirt.
unfortunate situations, but I do think that kids now have that representation with the, you know, the killings, you know, with Alton Sterling, with Philando Castillo, Trayvon Martin. You have these black representatives that we grew up with still here. However, I don't think that at home parents
They
are
at home.
desensitizing their kids to it, so they're not letting them watch the news. They don't want them to see, you know, what's happening because they don't want them to be scared to go to school or
But I
to
think,
the
you,
I
park.
think
but how do
it's-
you know your history? You don't know.
I think
You don't,
it's
you
bigger
don't know
than-
your history.
I-
It's, I think it's an issue of, are you protecting your child or are you?
But I think it's bigger than
Not-
that, man,
yeah.
because it's not about being in school. It's not about what the parents say at home. It should be a community influence
That creates
where you
leadership.
be like,
It should be.
I'm black and I'm proud.
Their representation
I
is
think it should be
torment
both,
and
though.
degradation that
Of
you see.
course.
Their representation is torment and degradation when they turn on the television that they see in their face every day. There's no one telling them anymore to stand up and be proud of what you look
Absolutely.
like. Do this, like stand, like this is how we conduct that. This is how we organize for a
forget,
civil
But
rights
it's almost like
movement.
look
Like, they
look
don't
at
understand.
who the parents are nowadays. The parents are my age.
Okay.
The parents
It's
are
true.
the parents
Say
are
that.
Mama D out there
Okay.
doing it. She ain't worried about what
That's the
Jesse and
grandma.
Al shop.
That's
Right,
the
that's the grandma.
grandma.
Yeah.
But these are the
That's
parents.
what it
They
is.
worried about going to the
Big
club,
mama.
turning up. They worried
Which is
about.
crazy.
But that's not, but like Jesse Jackson was around during that time.
Yeah,
we still
yeah,
had
he
Al
was.
Sharpton. Like
Al
we
Sharpton
still
was
saw
around.
those things. So it's like.
I think we
yeah.
have them.
I
They're
think
just not
it's
they're not as prominent. I mean, I think that when
I
you
think
got
it's
like
a scapegoat, man.
But you know what? The way the world is, when we were young growing up, I mean, look at how the world was in the 90s. Look at how it became
Yeah.
in the 2000s. We got a black president, so black people said, oh, we made it, we good. You got so
We
many,
ain't made
you got, you know,
nothing.
Beyonce, Jay-Z, Oprah, the top millionaires in the country. It's like, oh, black people are progressing so much more than where we were in the late 80s, early 90s, etc.
Yeah.
We good. So it's not important to talk about these issues until, again, now, you know, Black Lives Matter and everything that's happening. But again, I think people are afraid, and I don't know, I don't have kids, but I do think some people are afraid to let their kids watch
Well,
the
what kind of
news
stuff is that
to
about,
understand
though?
that.
right, and again, I think
You
that
wanna-
these kids are so busy on
That's
video
real
games,
life.
on
But
Instagram,
I think
on
you wanna-
Twitter,
you wanna let
and
your
you're
child-
missing all of the important.
But I think
like,
you want to let your child be a child, you
I
know, for as long as they can.
But
'cause
they in
when you
front of
lose
the
that, but when you
television.
lose that
No.
innocence, though,
they're in front of the
I don't
television.
know, because your
they're not
child-
outside playing hopscotch and
And
jump rope.
they listen to the rappers that sing about bitches and
But
hoes
that's the
and
thing.
all this other
You
stuff.
know,
You
I,
know,
like
you
I
need
said,
something
I grew
to-
up in Harrisburg, Mississippi, man, and my daddy didn't sugarcoat nothing for me. When I walk outside that damn house, I am black,
Right.
and they think you a nigga.
Yes.
And that's what it is from the jump. My dad, and that's what the truth is. When the police ride up on you, you know what it is. Yes, sir. No, sir. Don't get out of line. Don't be running your mouth. I
Right.
know you there. I know you like to run your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, think about. And so it was that. Like I knew what it was when I'm at the school. When I'm at the schoolhouse, and the teachers are rednecks, the Peckerwoods, and I know how they feel about me. I knew that you can't hide that from the TV.
and see, but for me, that's something
I don't think people
that
are raising their kids like that.
personally, you know, I heard about that in school, in history classes, you know, about slavery, about Jim Crow, about everything. But me growing up in a suburban city in Chicago,
Right.
that's not something that I experienced when I walked out. That's not something my parents didn't say, oh, you walk out, they're going to call you a nigga, they're going to think this and that about you. I didn't firsthand see that or experience that until I was 18 years old at HBCU in Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
And then I saw that. So for me, I can say having that as a child probably would have completely changed who I became
Yeah,
as an adult.
But I think
You know?
that's. I mean, I think that to be completely honest, I grew up in LA, and my parents always had different races in our house. So I never even thought about
That, yeah.
thought about that. We moved to the Valley when I was 18, and I was going to the liquor store or 7-Eleven, and these guys rode by saying, "Go back to where you came from, nigga." And I was looking around to see who they was talking to, because I had never experienced anything like that. And so I think that for me, it did not become prominent until I moved to the Valley, because
And
I
it's
never had.
For me, it's having friends. Again, for me, going to an HBCU was the best thing I did in my life.
I second-
Because
I
it
second-
just
I second that
it just opened, like, I was able to meet people and hear, like, for you, Daryl, where you came from, meet people like me that had a upbringing like me, meet people like Tamika that had that upbringing, and how we were all different, but it was definitely certain similarities, but
Right.
it was an education for me.
But the experiences you got at HBCU, how they uplifted you, how they kind of reset your foundation as
Yes.
a black man
Yeah,
or black
I'm
woman.
Yes.
telling you.
I feel like, but that's what they used to get in the 60s and the 70s.
Yes.
At the crib, though.
That's-
in
yes.
the church and at the home.
At the church,
And
and
I think
yeah.
there was
But
more
that's
of a
because you was
national.
walking. That's because you was walking outside every day, and folks was being hosed down or being lynched. That was still going on.
But I think
Think
that's
about it, though. How
important.
far are we away from that right now, though?
Well, now today,
Yeah.
yes, that's what's happening. People being shot is no different from somebody being lynched. But there was a period where
Of
this
course.
wasn't happening every single
of
day.
course. No, of course. And I think
I think it was. I think it's just. I think it never. I honestly don't believe that it ever stopped.
It
I
never
think we
did.
see it more now because
Yeah.
of
Technology.
the technology.
I had a similar situation. I mean, I was born and raised in Louisiana. Y'all know that. But
you
like,
know, Creole.
Lake Charles.
oh, what's that? Like
Yeah.
a Buku family, Lafayette.
All right, yeah. Let's get on the street.
Y'all say
So-
that.
So like it was important. Like race was like very prominent. I remember since like preschool, 3, 4, and 5-year-old school. Like I understood really early what racism was by the things that I was called as a child, and just the things that my parents I would see it and I would witness it, and I understood it for what it was. So like my parents, and I went to HBCU as well, but like my parents, to protect me, they sent me to all black schools because that's the way the city was set up. It was set up in a very segregated way. I remember going to McNeese State University my freshman year, and literally, like, this is like a modern day. Like, black people sat on one side of the student union and white people sat on another side, and they wouldn't clash. I don't know if it was racism or just a safe place. So like, I don't know if it was racism or just like being safe. Because,
that is so, okay.
but like no, but like my parents, like from like preschool, would tell me about the value of who I was, what I looked like, what people like, what
I
the
remember
reasons
that.
for things,
Yeah,
but also
prepared you for it,
the
though.
value of who I was, the potential of what I have, and like the greatness of my everything that people degrade about me. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And see, that's
I
where
don't know,
it's so.
like, if that exists now.
I feel like that's so different for me because I would get told the greatness that I was, the value was, but not because of my skin color, not because
Yeah.
I'm a black man. Because I had Mexicans, I had whites, I had all sorts of people. I went from
Yeah.
kindergarten till I graduated high school.
Yeah.
We were all there together. It was I never heard outside of us talking to each other the N word come from
Yeah,
anybody else
right,
towards me or anything
right.
like that.
Me
Went
too.
to prom together. Like
I heard.
basketball.
Yeah, me too.
Every like
I heard.
these were my friends. So when I decided I went to an HBCU because I wanted that experience, but I didn't know the knowledge that I would actually get, from going. So
Yeah.
going down, that was my first time in an all black environment and really understanding the stuff that I had been taught all my life about, again, slavery, Jim Crow, and civil
Yeah.
rights,
Yeah.
and everything. And I really understood that. I mean, I went to Mississippi, which is a life lesson in
Oh, bro.
itself.
You learned something, huh?
You learn. And hey, all right, y'all. So we really stayed in the right. So real quick, so one thing I want to do. So I love it when our viewers email us, tag us, and things. So we got one hot topic tag this week. It's for this new dating app. It's called Smoocher. And apparently Smoocher, they sort dating options by hair type and skin color.
Crazy
Wait a minute.
as hell.
So
Wait a minute.
this app
I
is
read
under
this,
fire
I was
on
stupid.
Twitter as of Sunday evening for hosting some very problematic preferences. Smoocher is an app which allows you to pick potential dating mate based on skin color or hair texture. It has some apps calling it a digital paper bag test. Now, people are saying if the lack if the lack of option for the LGBTQ people wasn't bad enough, Smoocher are also Smoocher users are also able to pick mates based on skin tones. So we have some screenshots from some of the
That
preferences.
is crazy as
So they
hell.
have describe your complexion. It says rather not say mocha, caramel, vanilla, pecan, or almond.
Shut up.
Describe your lips. Rather not say thin, full, soup cooler.
Soup
Hey,
cooler.
so
Yeah.
Soup cooler.
I love
Wow.
it. I love it.
That's
Is
crazy.
this a
as
black
hell.
app?
I
think
that,
it is.
I have to assume. that
If they
it's-
gonna put soup coolers, who else gonna
Soup
put soup
coolers.
I was about
coolers?
to say.
What? I don't know. How
That's
I feel about
crazy as
that.
hell. I would never do no shit
I
like
mean,
that.
I ain't gonna.
You,
Look, this is
so Daryl, I think, okay, so this is what I need, because we're going to do a follow-up next week. I actually want you to go on Smoocher.
Oh my god.
Now, this is what I will say. If you can, go on a date, because you got 7 days, go on a date, come back and report about it. But otherwise, just tell us about how the app went. That's what I want you to do. So next week, we're going to follow up.
homework.
That's your homework.
What else is on there though? Like you got body
It said it had
type.
hair texture. I
Yeah,
didn't see
good
the,
hair, bad hair.
I did right.
Wet hair.
I didn't see the hair textures,
juices
but
and berries.
that's what Daryl's gonna come back and
Juices and
report
berries.
to us.
I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but
It's
I don't
so
see.
I think you should do it too.
Yeah, I will. I don't see.
Well, see, I know Daryl gonna be back next
I'm
week.
not doing it.
I don't see. Like honestly, I feel like that probably saves time. I feel like people. Yeah, I feel like
Because you
it
got a
saves
damn
both time.
picture. What-
I
what
feel like it
else
saves
you-
both people time. You know what I mean? And I mean,
Why you got a picture? They gonna lie
it
either
saves,
way.
it saves both people time.
But what it is, yeah, you have a picture, but you can fill as opposed to looking through 100 pictures. You pick your options, and you can
Yeah.
only filter
I
maybe
want the chick
25.
with the soup coolers.
I think black is
Silky,
beautiful,
straight.
and within that, I get it. I mean,
Stop being politically correct, nigga.
yeah.
Silky straight.
All right, y'all.
Big
all right, y'all.
booties.
I think it's what people like. You like what you like.
like what you
And I
like.
think people complain because I think sometimes people have a thing of like, people feel like black is not as beautiful as like
I think
some
it's
people
good.
think it is. I think that's the, I love chocolate. I love soup coolers.
Have mercy
Yeah.
on the people.
All right, y'all. Let's go do it for Hot Topics, y'all. We're gonna take a really, really quick break, and we will be right back with viewer questions.
Oh, good. 'Cause my cup is-
All right, what's going on, everybody? So we are back. Now is the point of the show where we like to handle viewer questions. If you have a question, relationship, work, anything that you just want to ask us, email us, tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. We will do our best to help you out. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so first question.
I like these.
I've been married for 10 years. 4 years ago, while waiting for our divorce to be finalized, I decided to start dating online and suggested that my wife do the same.
Oh.
We were still friends, so I didn't think it was crossing any boundaries. My online dating efforts were met with peculiar results. All of the 6 women I connected with either stood me up or made excuses why they couldn't or wouldn't meet in person. Out of frustration, I began dating my wife again, and we canceled the divorce proceedings.
Oh.
About a year after we got back together, my wife
Okay.
confessed that the women I had reached out to online were all fictitious persona,
Of
and
her.
she had constructed with the intent of exhausting my search efforts. Well, it worked. We are now filing for divorce again, and I'm worried she may do the exact same
She
thing.
should have said.
What can I do?
She should have said.
That's
that.
some old crafty shit. I wonder if they met on Smoocher. What was his filters like?
So, I mean, her bad. I wouldn't have told. If you wanted
That's
to,
what she's stupid. That's what she's stupid.
I wouldn't have told. I would have just,
Shit,
take
it
that's
was good. It
that's
was
one of
good.
them ones you take to the grave.
I got a question. I'm wondering why we're getting divorced in the first place.
Right.
Makes me think it was her fault if she went through all this trouble to get him back.
We'll never know because women don't get caught. We will
Right.
never know. Women
Right.
do not
She didn't get caught. She told on herself.
She
Yeah.
told on herself, but maybe not. I mean, because he still wants some version of her, right? Because he was choosing all the chicks
But he said 6 completely different personas. So
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, there's other women beside his wife on this site. Nobody reached out to him but the
Right,
wife.
nobody reached out.
So that says a lot. He should just stay with the wife.
Right.
His game is done.
But
His
my
game is
question,
done.
this
Yeah.
makes me think she might be a little crazy. Have y'all ever
Might
filled
be.
out?
Might be.
Have you ever filled out one of those dating app profiles?
Yeah.
That shit takes a long
It
time.
really does.
And she did
6 of them?
well, she caught him with 6. Who knows how many she actually like created that he just maybe didn't want to go out
right.
with.
That's a little sick, isn't it?
Listen,
She a little trouble.
Yeah.
A little?
Being crazy
I think they made for each other.
might be made for each other.
I think
Because
so.
crazy attract crazy.
I just still need to know why they getting divorced.
Cause she lied. No,
He don't seem like he'll cheat on her.
You know
He
what I'm saying?
sounds like he's very faithful.
You see, maybe whatever problems was there before was still there.
I mean, obviously,
But he
it
took her
should
back though
He took
until
her back.
she
until she
confessed.
told on her ass.
Maybe she told him how much fun she had on the dating site. He didn't get no game. She got all the game.
Right, clearly.
Slick ass.
All right. Next question. So, my husband is extremely critical of others. He almost never has anything nice to say about anyone. He badmouths his coworkers, friends, family members, and strangers. We don't have friends anymore because he doesn't want to be around them. I don't understand this personality type. He thinks his way of thinking and doing things is the only right way, and everyone else is wrong. He's always quick to shift the blame when something goes awry, and if he accidentally bumps into someone or breaks something, it's never his fault. What makes people this way? Is there any hope he can change? We're nearing a later age in life, and I need my space.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. First of all, do these people really want us to answer these questions?
We need help.
Okay, so wait. First, back to the other lady. Girl, go and sign the papers.
Okay. No, she don't want to sign it. He needs to sign the papers.
Well, she
Yeah.
needs to too. Go on.
All right.
Let it go. So, this person though, I think he's just insecure, and that's why I think that's
He's
why.
too damn old to be insecure. She's talking about
He
they're
is.
nearing an older age.
The answer
That's
is
fine.
he's insecure and he needs to feel important and needed, and he doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Something's lacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
That's
got a
why.
bad attitude when they be coming around.
I mean, nobody gets married to be alone.
I just think
He
he's
didn't
unhappy.
marry.
He's not
She
happy
can
with
have
that.
friends outside of him.
Well, she can't have friends because he talks shit about all of them, and they just.
That's
don't.
fine.
Yeah, because it makes him
Don't
feel
bring him
better.
home.
It makes him feel better.
It sounds like he's settled with
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, he's f***ing with her.
If he talks shit about them and makes them feel less than, then she'll appreciate him more.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Girl, don't worry about him.
Maybe he's
Do
a
your thing.
narcissistic.
Maybe what?
He's narcissistic.
Could be a narcissist. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
All right. Next question. Okay. All right, this one sounds a little more serious. I've been in a serious relationship with my boyfriend for 2 years. He shared with me that he was sexually abused by a cousin for years as a child.
Okay.
He told me he's never disclosed this to anyone, but
and
me.
you gonna tell everybody else?
Right. My boyfriend says he's come to terms with the abuse and his abusers, but I'm not sure it's true. He became really upset when he spoke about it the one time, and we haven't discussed it since. I'm afraid to pry, but I think he may need help. His abuser is still present in his life. I'm not sure what's stopping him from seeking help. What do you think I should do?
I think somehow you need to encourage him into see a psychiatrist. Not a psychiatrist, but a therapist.
A
A
therapist.
therapist, someone that you can talk about it. Clearly, there's a lot of stuff he's locked in.
Yeah.
He hasn't really talked about it with anyone, and he's probably feeling kind of vulnerable because he shared it with you.
Yeah.
So he probably can encourage him to go to a therapist, man. Therapists, they do a lot just to be able to hear your thoughts, verbalize your thoughts, and get somebody to talk about them. And respond to your thoughts is major.
And even for him to say something to you is like a huge
Crap it
step.
up.
Yeah. And I think that Daryl's right. I think you should encourage him to speak to someone professionally so that he can forgive.
Well, I guess how
What
do
happened?
you
How you
get
get that?
to? Because she said he became angry when he last spoke about it. So without
Yeah.
taking him to that place, how do you?
She's got to be careful. She's
Yeah, I
got to
think
be
she's
careful
gotta be
because I'm a
careful, too.
stereotype, and correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like women love to fix things that are broken. Am I right?
Sure.
Yeah, women are fix-it people. They like to fix things. So she got to be careful, like not to
Well,
push
this-
too hard, but to still be like that open door for him to come to. Because I feel like
You don't want
just
him to close
talking to
the
her
door.
once about it,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
open it up to her once about it.
I agree
like,
with that.
takes something away from his masculine. You know, it does something. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the idea that he can talk to her about
I don't think it
is
takes
a huge
anything
step.
away. I think it was a huge step for
Yeah.
him to just tell her, though. I think
Yeah.
to open up and tell her, especially if he's never told anybody else.
definitely, yeah.
So, I mean, I think you're right.
Uh-huh.
I think that it's a very sensitive
Yeah.
area.
I think
You got to be careful not to push.
It depends
Right.
on how
Yeah.
much it's affecting your relationship. Like, is it affecting it adversely? Then you really wanted to work, and then you just
Yeah.
gonna have to be bold and have that conversation. But if things are pretty
That's
much
true.
cool,
Yeah.
I mean,
And anytime he wants to talk about it, I mean, I wouldn't bring it up. I definitely
No, of
would
course
not
not.
bring it
Yeah.
up. But I would.
But I feel like it probably is awkward, like she's saying, the person that did it is still around, so you know it's obviously a relative.
Oh.
So when you go over, I don't know,
When you
I don't know how
see-
often they're around them, but
I know, because personally, I would be pissed off as a
because if
person.
you're around them,
Right.
you're thinking about it, and then you sit there wondering, well, is he thinking about it? Is he
Right.
okay with it? Like
Right.
you then take on that burden,
Mm-hmm.
or you create a burden that might not have
and that's
been
what
there.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying because
Yeah.
at that point it becomes unhealthy for you.
That's true.
I mean, because
That's
I
difficult.
don't know anybody that has been through that. But what if he has come to terms with it, dealt with it, released
Well,
it, and is fine with it? But because
Yeah.
you know, you're sitting there thinking, "Ooh, is he
Well,
uncomfortable?"
shit, I got an
What
attitude.
should
I don't
do?
even know him. Like, if I knew, like, I know I would be feeling some type of way. It's not even mine to feel some type of way
Mm-hmm.
about, but because you care for this person and you know that this is something that they're going through.
No, I dated a woman who was molested by,
Yeah.
by a family member, a close family member, in her immediate family. And the thing about that is, it's a slippery slope either way it goes.
Right.
If it, like a lot of times, if you like a person seems like you want to help, you're a fixer, then you can't fix them, and that's his
can't.
problem, and you can't take on his problem because it's gonna just throw your life out of whack, and you're gonna lose yourself trying to help him out. So again,
Well, if you're in a relationship, that's kind of hard though, not to say don't take it on, because
well, I'm not saying don't take it on, but what I'm
Right.
saying is, but even dealing with someone else's problem at that magnitude, it's heavy.
It is.
Unless you've been in their shoes, you don't know what it's like. You really don't want to be in there because it's like you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
absolutely.
And this shit is,
Pray, girl.
you pray.
Right.
Yeah. That's
I believe it. Pray.
It's a hard.
Pray.
A lot of times
hard.
it has a lot to do with the family too, because I dated someone and she had the same situation with someone that lived within the household, and it's like if I talk about it,
Yeah.
then it like does something to the entire household.
It does.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure to
Yeah.
bring up this person, because again, does the whole family know that this person sexually molested? Will this be brand new
Right.
information?
Yeah.
You can't just pop that out, you know.
Well, I don't think you do that, but I definitely think that because you want to, because she's obviously not a therapist. We're not therapists.
Right.
But I would say I would encourage therapy, and I would definitely be, because
Well, that's what I did.
you
And
can't hold on
she
to it. You know, you
eventually
want
went
them
to get
to
it.
forgive that person, especially if you want to.
Again, it's
I
not
don't
gonna, no, he's not. He has to go get help because it's never
Yeah.
gonna be. The relationship will never go the way it's supposed to go as long as he's still dealing
Oh
with
no,
that.
that's
the
true.
relationship. But
I
again,
agree with that.
we're speaking, assuming that it still affects him, because he may have let it go.
The way he got pissed off and angry about it, that should still affect him.
All right. All right, so that's going to do it for your questions, you guys. Remember, you can email us at tacotalktuesday@gmail.com if you have questions you want us to help you answer. We're going to take another quick break and be right back to let you know what we are obsessed with.
That shit that make it go. 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 Ah, ah, ah. That shit that make it go. That shit that make it go. That shit that.
All right, welcome back, you guys. So, running a little bit long tonight, but it's all good. Conversation has been amazing.
Yeah.
So, this is the point of the show where we like to talk to you guys to let you know what we are obsessed with. So, Daryl, go ahead and kick us off.
What happened was no, I really have anything I was obsessed with per se, but my episode of my show, Chef Julian, aired Saturday, and I was kind of anxious about it because like this is my first show or first time even carrying a show, any kind of film or anything, and I was kind of nervous. Like you have those thoughts like, can I do it?
Wait, back up. What?
Yeah.
What show? What?
Chef Julian. It comes on Black and Sexy TV.
Okay.
Oh, cool, Numa.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. And so, so this episode was all me. I mean, we had some 10, 12-hour days for 3-4 days straight. And that was, I mean, it was one of the most hardest but most gratifying times too. And for like the first day we aired it on Friday, had over like 1,000 comments in like the first day.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know,
cool.
Everyone was like talking about it. Everybody was my Twitter fans all over.
So what's it about?
You late?
I know. That's why I'm asking.
No, but it's, I mean, it's just about it's centered around a dude who's spin off from Sexless and about a guy who, you know, get all these precarious situations with women. I played one of his good friends who happened to like start talking to a girl he liked a lot.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's a little, you know, calm down.
Okay.
He called me Dr. Darryl because I fixed things. Anyway, that's what I'm obsessed with. It was phenomenal experience, and for me, it's validating with my acting chops and everything.
It is.
All that good stuff.
Good
So,
stuff. Where did we catch it at?
you catch it. You catch the mini-sodes on YouTube, but you can go to you can subscribe at blackandsexytv.vhx, and under, you know, pay your little $7. You see Jeff Julian, Sexless, Bad Guy, Real Friends, all that.
Check it out. Good stuff.
Awesome. That's awesome. Tika, what are you obsessed with?
Okay, so I'm obsessed with my new hairdo because this was like a new thing for me, and I've been trying to do like this natural
I've
thing.
never seen you hairstyle like this though. You're right.
I know. So I've been a bit obsessed with my hair. Thank you. Because I'm going to Thailand and I wanted something I could just do quickly, and but I love it.
What day do you leave?
September 13th.
Oh, okay.
You can do that quick. That look complex.
Yeah. Actually, so the YouTube girl did it in 2 hours. It actually took me like 8. But I'm a bit of a perfectionist. That's
Gotcha.
so. And then my other thing, I'm obsessed with 2 things. Sorry. And then the other thing I've been obsessed with is Sunday sermon at church. Marcus Lamb preached, and he preached on He Is Able, and he was amazing because it was this Baptist man he lives in Texas, originally from like Georgia.
You just going in.
Yeah, he was amazing, and he was like he quoted scriptures on scripture on scripture, and I love that. And he was just so passionate about what he was saying, and it was right on time for me because I'm in a transition with my career. So it was just the bomb. So those are my obsessions.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Bobby, what are you obsessed with this week?
I have turned into like a little kid. I don't even know what the premise of this is, but I joined onto it because it's like the new Crave, and I wanted to be a part of it. So I downloaded this app called Pokemon Go.
So horrible.
Where is this at?
So I'm just chilling like in the living room, and like a Pokemon is like on my dining room table.
So
this is when I first started. When I first downloaded the app, I'm like, there's a Pokemon.
Listen,
like
I get it.
There's a little monster on my table. Like,
I get it.
I've
I've been playing Pokemon. Tamika saw I turned one of my friends on to play Pokemon. Yes, we were at a bar,
I'm like,
and
no.
he was running around chasing Pokemon on his phone.
I was like, I refuse.
Like, I am really getting in touch with my inner. Today, I was like at Santa Monica Pier, not to play Pokemon, just like to chill and do some work. And I pull out my phone, and before I didn't even open up the app, and like 8, I don't even know if they were teenagers yet, but like 8 little kids just come run up to me like, did you see the such and such Pokemon? Is he around? I'm like, huh? And he was like, are you playing Pokemon? I was like, no, not yet, but I can't. Let me see. Yeah, okay. They were like, did you see him? I'm like, no. They were like, he was like, if you're playing, that's like 12 of them all the way at the end of the Santa Monica Pier.
It's so dope. Like, oh, go ahead.
So does everybody see it too? Like, I have my phone.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like who gets it first?
Now, I don't completely understand it. I don't know.
I don't understand either.
But
I'm
it's
like,
certain Pokemon that are more valuable or worth. It's just if you catch a Pikachu. I think everybody knows Pikachu. Like if you catch
I don't
a
even know
Pikachu,
what that is.
that's the little yellow main Pokemon that you see. But like it's the whole augmented reality thing is where the game world meets the real world.
Yeah.
The idea is to get you out and to see your city, to see where you live.
Okay, but
Take you
does
to new
everybody
places.
get the same Pokemon? Like,
That I don't know.
Because if he get it first, can you still get it?
That I don't know.
I think so,
See?
because they told me to go down to the end of
But
the
you
pier
meet
to
so
get
many
it.
people.
I feel like they wouldn't have told me to go down
I'm
to the
out.
pier to get it. They wouldn't have taken. Yeah, if it wasn't still available.
Speaking of the damn Pokemon, we ain't get into it, but it was a story in Hot Topic. A black boy in Iowa who was doing Pokemon Go, and somehow ended up being held up by 4 policemen at gunpoint.
He was a football
the hell
player
up.
at the university. There.
Yes, a football player. We didn't get to the hot
See?
topics. Damn it.
Damn it.
Yeah, say that one for next time. All right. So for me, my obsession, I feel like my obsessions have been getting dumbed down. Sometimes they're really good, and sometimes they high, and sometimes they're low. And this week is low. So I am obsessed with this new drink at Starbucks. It is an iced coconut milk mocha macchiato. Iced coconut milk mocha macchiato. It's white chocolate at the bottom. Coconut milk is the main thing. Topped with espresso, 2 espresso shots, depending on which size you get. Mocha and a little bit of caramel drizzle. It is, and it's under 300 calories. It is.
That's what I said. In my mind, I was like,
the best thing in the world. Let's see. I don't know how long they've been out, but I noticed them 2 weeks ago. In the last 2 weeks, today probably marked my 16th
oh
one.
no.
That's 14 days, and I've had 6.
And they like what, $5 a piece?
You go up there twice a day,
Six.
Negro.
That would be bad.
They are the best thing in the world. Like coconut milk. I mean, I don't have dairy issues, so I can drink regular milk. But I have noticed that drinking coconut milk, it's just, you might as well drink water. Like, the effects, I should say,
I
you
don't
drink
like
water,
coconut milk.
but the taste is so good.
I don't like coconut.
I'm gonna go try one tomorrow.
I promise you,
But Mama tell them on the coconut Missiyaki thing.
Can I get the coconut
Missiyaki.
Can I get the coconut Missiyaki? Yeah.
I promise you that it's so
caramel.
good.
With
Yeah.
No,
caramel.
back
Is it-
on.
Don't make no alterations. Just tell them iced coconut milk
coconut
mocha
milk.
macchiato.
I wish,
It's
man.
gonna change
I
your
can't-
life. I promise.
There's 2 things I can't do: caffeine and milk.
Really?
I need it.
Yeah.
So you can't do?
Occasionally.
That coconut milk is coconut milk. I
I don't
promise
even
you.
drink coffee no
Yeah.
more.
I make the rice and peas a lot, so coconut.
Oh, there you go. All right, y'all.
I
So
feel like it ain't.
we're gonna get out of here real quick before we go. Remind everybody if you have anything coming up, what's going on.
Oh well.
Daryl's the only star.
No.
This is my TV show.
Jeff, too, my bad. You
we're,
stars?
No, we're all stars.
No,
okay?
I'm not a
You can find me at our Twitter's CountryBoy24, Snapchat Daryl Blaylock 6, and my Instagram is Daryl Blaylock Jr. You can find me this week on Chef Julian. Black and Sexy TV.
Black and Sexy
We got
TV.
2 more episodes,
I
and
like
then we're gonna do a live Q&A on August 13th. So you can come down. It's gonna be a red carpet affair. You can come down and you can talk to me.
Who hosting y'all
Well,
Q&A?
hello, red
I said, who
carpet.
hosting y'all Q&A?
I don't know, but
Put a
Invite
bid in.
Jeff.
Put a bid in.
Jeff can do your red carpet.
All right, Tamika.
I'm going to Washington to interview for Microsoft.
Come on,
no.
congratulations.
Come on, stock out.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
I got
that's
you.
my
That's all
my
I know.
exciting thing I have coming up.
that's dope.
Your
though.
birthday's
Thank
coming
you.
up.
Oh, yeah, my
The trip, well, I
birthday's
guess we
coming
talked about it, but still the trip.
Thailand, can't wait.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
what
Logic.
I'm talking about. Yeah, you can find me on
I'm a cuss, baby.
the Twitter. That sounds old. You can
The
find me
Twitters.
on the Twitter at
The
Logic
Twitterverse.
D. On Facebook, I got a fan page, Logic D Collins. And you can check out the NBC show Grimm.
I love
just
the
in it,
Grimm.
and you'll catch me on the 2-episode season finale.
Oh, go.
Yeah, so check it out.
I love that
Which
show.
I'm happy about because it's like one of my favorite
I mean,
shows.
I'm
I
about to
love
say,
that show.
Bree, go to my studio.
Okay,
Bree Taylor. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Bree. Wait a minute, Bree.
gotcha. All right.
Dope. All right, y'all can
Love
find me on everything social media at Jeffro5, Snapchat at Jeffro5586. Shout out to my friend Nicole Ford, who was here last time I was here. She's hosting the HBCU reunion in Altadena. You guys check that out.
Awesome.
You find everything stepping in the right direction. It's this Saturday, July 30th. And Altadena is going to be a really good time. So anybody out there been to HBCU, if you live in the LA area, come out. It's always a good time. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here. And we will catch you guys next
Great
week
time.
on Taco Talk Tuesday.
Yay.
That shit that make it go. That shit that make it go. That shit that make